This is my Unit 4 video. In this video, I will be talking about dry heat cooking, moist heat cooking, and combination cooking methods. I will be starting off with the dry heating cooking method. Dry heat cooking refers to any cooking technique where the heat is transferred to the food item without any extra moisture. This method typically involves high temperatures like 300 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter. Some examples are roasting, baking, grilling, broiling, sauteing, deep frying, and pan frying. First, I am pan frying. Pan frying is a form of frying food characterized by the use of minimal cooking oil or fat. I will be using water instead of oil, and then I will be using this flavor packet instead of a brat. For any of these videos, I will not be using actual food or actual heat. This is the pan I will be using, and again, I'm showing you that I'm not having any heat on. This is me pouring in the oil but water, and then usually with oil you move it around the plate or pan to make it all oiled and greased up. This is me putting in the brat, aka the packet. Then this is kind of hard to do, but usually with the brat you would flip it in the oil when it was cooked on one side and then keep doing that over and over and over again. Obviously I can't show it, but the oil would be hot and it would be making the brat sizzling and cooked all the way through. Next, I will be doing the baking method. Baking is a method of preparing food that uses dry heat, typically in an oven, but can also be done in hot ashes or in a hot stove. I don't have anything to bake, so I'm going to pretend that I am making banana bread. Again, this is me showing that the oven is not on. Then I am very carefully putting the pan inside the oven, just like as if the oven was on, but it obviously is not. I would then let it sit in the oven for a certain amount of time so it would cook all the way through. I will now be doing the moist heat method. Moist heat cooking methods use water, liquid, or steam to transfer heat to food. Most common moist heat cooking methods include poaching, simmering, boiling, braising, stewing, pot roasting, and steaming. I will now be doing the boiling method. With this, I will be using pipe cleaners as noodles and water. It won't actually be boiling, but I will show pictures of boiling water. This is the pot with water in it that I will be using. These are the noodles I will be using. I then put the noodles inside the water. This would be when it is boiling. You want to stir it around so that they do not stick together. These are pictures of what water would look like when it is boiling, because I can't show you. The next method is the simmering method. Simmering is when you're cooking food and it is gently over main, just at a little below the boiling point. So it is almost boiling, but not really. I didn't really have any pictures of simmering or videos, so I'm just going to show the same clip that I had before from boiling. I will now be doing the combination cooking method, which both involves moist heat and dry heat cooking. Combination heating methods involve poaching, simmering, boiling, braising, stewing, pot roasting, and steaming. I will now be doing the stewing method, but instead I will be making chili. This is what I am using as beef, cheese, and noodles. I added in some dog food so they can be like beans in the chili. And trust me, I know it looks really gross. The last and final method is braising. It's where you fry food lightly and then stew it slowly, and then you store it in a closed container. This is me braising some steak in a pan. I hope you enjoyed my video. Here are some bloopers.
We're cooking it up. We got some cold jam here. We're gonna cook it up. Yes, we are. We're gonna cook that toe jam.